Hi, I'm Eric with Van House, and we've been out enjoying this van on a nice summer day. Let me show you it. This is a 2026 Mercedes Sprinter 170. This is an all-wheel drive van, so as you can see, it's already lifted up a little to give you plenty of ground clearance. We got the PPF on the front that protects from rock chips. We then do a PPF with our graphic on the lower part to again protect from rock chips and also show the branding. We also added the Sandy Van steps to this van, so that gives you a nice lower clearance, easier to step into the van. We then added a slider window here. So this is an AM Auto sliding window, nice big opening, give you plenty of cross ventilation. And then we comboed that with our bunk windows. This is the C.R. Lawrence bunk window, and that window will open awning style, so you can use that in rain. Below that, we have a water fill. So this is how you'd fill the 34 gallons of water with a gravity feed. And here we add an outlet onto the van, so every van has an exterior outlet, so you can plug in items outside like a Starlink or a pressure cooker. This side of the van, we have our city water connection, we have our shore power, and we have our solar port. So this allows you to plug in additional solar to the van. This van has 610 watts of solar on the roof. We can extend that by plugging in a briefcase solar panel here. And then the city water connection allows you to use water at the source, so if you didn't have to carry like 300 pounds of water with you, you could use water at a location, or when you want to winterize the vehicle, you can blow out the whole system from that city water connection. And then this is our smart plug 30 amp shore power plug. Over here, we have the exhaust from the heat and hot water system. So that's from our Timberline system, and that's just where the heater exhausts out. And then over here, we have our gray tank drain and valve, and this will allow you to empty the gray tank. It has a hose connection on it, so you can leach it off. All right, so on this van, we added our galley cabinet, and for cooking and prep outside, we added our drop-down table on it. It's on a slow-release hinge system, and it gives you a nice area outside to cook. We also added an outlet and a 12-volt port here to plug in any device you'd want, whether it's an induction cooktop or your laptop. Maybe you're out shooting a video and you need a little place to do some production work. You could be sitting here with your laptop, charging your drone. And when you're done, you just close it up and the magnet's shut. So all our vans feature the bug wall by a guy named Dutch. This is the bug screen that they do, so it's a magnetic open enclosure. We're able to roll it up, keep it out of the way when we don't need it, and then when we do need it, we just simply drop it down. Now we have our nice and protected from bugs, keeps them out, and then we can easily go inside through the magnetic entrance, or come right back out. As you can see, this van features a carefree legless electric awning. This awning features a built-in wind sensor, so it'll automatically get retracted if the wind picks up too much and it can't handle it. Back of this van, again, we feature the Van House branding, and then we use the gas struts to help these doors open and stay open, so that way in wind, or once you add a box or spare tire onto the back, these will keep it locked in place, helps you assist with opening, and then they're not going to blow shut on you in the wind. We also, again, featured our Van Essentials storage on each side of the van to use the space that was already here and repurpose it with some extra storage. You got a nice little drop-down table here, room for your tools and gear, and then all just nice big pockets and places to put things. We did a 60-inch slide-out tray on this van, so this comes out. Slide-out tray would lock into place, allows you to get your gear easily without having to climb in and out of the van. And then a large garage to store the rest of your gear. We had the slide-out tray stop 15 inches of the front, so from the front you can load gear and store it in that front part of the garage and not worry about it being on the slide-out tray, and then access that gear from inside the van. So if you're dirty, or your pets are dirty, or your bike's dirty and you want to clean it off, we feature an outdoor hot and cold shower on the van here. You simply plug in a quick release shower, goes into there, and then you'd have a hot and cold shower to wash off your pets, yourself, or your bike. This van features two 300 amp hour lithium Life Blue batteries. Our main electrical system is accessed from this cabinet here. You have access to all the main breakers that you would need. You have access to your fuses and other relays in here. This van also has an on and off switch, so if you're gonna put it in storage or wanna take off for a few months, you can turn this to off, and it isolates the batteries and keeps them sitting at the level they were turned off at. In this door here, you have access to your heat and hot water system. This is that Timberline system we put in by Elwell. And from here, you can adjust the temperature of your water. You can check your glycol levels and just make sure everything looks good in that compartment. You also have a heat vent here in the garage. So if you have gear that's wet from a hike, or you want to dry it out, this will allow you to dry out gear in your garage. And we also do vented bed panels, so that heat then will go up through the bed and heat your bed when you're sleeping at night. So in all our garages, we feature easily removable cabinets to access your utilities. So if you do need to service this van, this whole wall is held on by these 6 Allen keyed screws, and you unbolt those and this panel would come directly off to allow you to service that water system. It's the same on our electrical side as well. We have the 6 Allen screws. Pull those off, this whole face would come off and allow you to service the batteries and the inverter and the solar charger and DC charger if needed. This is the garage bug wall, it's called. So when this is down, it seals off your garage. You can still have plenty of ventilation when you're in your bed area, but nobody's looking into your garage and seeing all your stuff, keeping prying eyes out of there, and also keeping the bugs out of there as well. If you need to, you can open it halfway, and then you just would be able to access your stuff. Who's ever in bed up here could stay in there and not worry about getting bothered by the bugs. There's also curtains for this as well, so it can be blacked out so somebody could still be sleeping in there. Once these are up, gives you nice access to your garage. We also feature the main GFCI, so all the outlets in the van are GFCI protected. This is the main GFCI for the van, so if you're ever having an issue with one of the outlets not working, there's a good chance that this thing was tripped due to moisture or an issue, so you can come back here and reset it. Below that, we have another 12-volt port, which allows you to charge things like your laptop, or in kayaks, inflate them with an air compressor. So this Mercedes we built for these customers that were great friends of some other customers we recently built a van for. It was a green Ford Transit Extended, and they really liked the layout that they had come up with, so they asked us to kind of duplicate that same layout but in a Mercedes instead of a Ford Transit. So there was a few unique parts to it, as there's a little difference between the Fords and the Mercedes, but we were able to kind of create a lot of the same features, like the larger dinette seat, again with this extra large bamboo table that works between all 3 seats. You can either be sitting here with someone, or sitting 2 people at this, or sitting across and having it both one here and one there. So nice large seat. It has storage in the inside, and then it also has 2 large drawers that open up for more storage. So it gives you lots of space to store your items, and gives you a nice place to hang out when you're done with your travels for the day, or hiking, or whatever you want to do. You can come then and sit here and hang out and enjoy yourself, or potentially play cards with the guy across from you. All right, so in the Mercedes, we're able to do this shelf up top here, and we add a couple bungee cords across to keep your gear in place. It was a good spot for soft storage of items and other gear you want to just kind of get out of the way. And then we put these very nice little recessed lights in, and we put those on a dimmer, so you have some nice reading lights while sitting in these front seats. It gives you a nice place to kind of hang out and enjoy. And when you're swiveling around, they also work as a good map light while you're driving for navigation. All right, in this Mercedes, we featured a nice large galley cabinet. Galley cabinet is great for cooking at, doing your dishes, food prep. So on this end, we added a flip up table. It's a nice bamboo extension table. We're using Japanese hinges. Gives you a good spot to do some prep work or drying off dishes. When you're done, you push these two latches and it locks back into place. We also featured a 15 by 17 inch sink, and we give you a sink plug, which also doubles as a cutting board. So if you wanted to cut items, you can use this. It's made from solid surface. So it's a great material, non-porous, works as an awesome cutting board. When you're done, you can flip it back over and keep your 15 by 17 sink secure. Sink is large enough for dishes. It's large enough to do your hair in if you needed it. So nice large utility sink. We also have a pull-out faucet, spray faucet with 2 settings. And then for storage, we have a nice drawer here. This is designed for a slide-out garbage, and we added a secondary drawer behind it so you could store like garbage bags or utensils in there. We also have 2 more large storage drawers here. And then this van has a convection oven, microwave, air fryer that we put in by Furion. So this is a nice little convection oven microwave that you can use. And then also an induction dual cooktop 1800 watt stove. So this stove will allow you to boil water very fast. It uses a magnetic induction, works really well. And then we have another outlet here in case you want to plug in a smoothie maker or a tea kettle or anything. And another outlet, 12 volt port and USB-C here as well. And then this is large storage also. So all our vans feature a control panel. This is the main kind of control panel for the van. This has our Cymarine switches. This gives you information about your electrical system, your water system, and then it gives you digital switches for every item. So in here we can see we're at 60%, 68% right now. The solar's putting 7 extra additional amps into the batteries. At the same time, we're using lights, refrigerator, other items in the van, but we're still having enough to put solar in. So it's a great, efficient system. On here, these digital switches allow us to turn individual items on, like our water pump. We have a master light switch, so one switch here would shut every light off in the van. If you wanted to go out and go on a hike, or you wanted to take the dogs for a walk, or you just needed to get out of the van and want to make sure every light was off, you could turn those all on and off from one switch. And then every other light is on its own switches as well. So on here we have the switches for the back driver's side, passenger side, and the galley, and we're able to turn those on and off from this control panel. Above here we have the Xantrex. This is our inverter control, so turning this on will allow us to use our induction cooktop. It's going to allow us to use that convection microwave, and then it's going to allow us to use these home style outlets in the van. All right, on this side of the van we have a slim isotherm refrigerator. This is a nice 4.9 cubic foot refrigerator. Has plenty of storage. It has some drawers down below, a slide out tray, trays that have a liftable rack, so if you have taller items you can stick them through it, and then also has some drawer storage on the door. On this side of the van we were able to feature a large closet, and in this closet we have a spring mounted light switch, so the lights turn on when the door opens, 2 larger shelves, and then space below for their toilet, and a coat hanging rod for clothing. You are able to access your garage from right here, so you could store items here as well and have access to those items from inside. They wouldn't be on your slide out tray, and a great use of space. This bed, these customers wanted to be able to sit up at night and watch TV, so we added an electric actuator system into it. The bed will actually lift up the back 2 feet of it and allow you to sit in bed and read, hang out. It also, when it lifts up, it allows you to store larger bikes in the garage by lifting this all the way up. You're able to get up into bed and sit here and hang out, very comfortable in the lounge, and when you're ready you can push it down and go and take it all the way back down if you wanted. We then also put a 24-inch TV on a swivel mount. We put a large enough swivel so this TV can actually be swivel all the way around. You can watch it from the front of the van as well as from back in the bed area. It's on a locking mount, so once you push it against the wall, it locks into place. So on the roof of this van, we have the Flatline Vanco roof rack. So this van, we have 610 watts of solar on the roof. We have them positioned around the fan, we have them positioned around the air conditioner. We also have a digital antenna up there as well for their TV and a Starlink mount for their internet. We've also mounted some of the Baja design amber lights on the side and the rear of the van. And that helps illuminate up the space when you're pulling into a campsite at night or when you're loading gear. The amber yellow color keeps it from being too bright for your neighbors, kind of keeps it being too intrusive, but still gives you a nice bright even light. So we really like those amber Baja design lights.